The machine was on.
What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Guess what? Holy crap. It is the 150th episode of the Voicemail Dump Truck. I know. I'm surprised too, and I only realized it because I looked at the calendar. That's it. We're here. We made it. We're excited. Thank you so very much for tuning in on this Thursday, February 27, 2025. This is a very big deal in podcast history. No other podcast has made it this far and this fast.
Yeah,
right? We did it fast. We got the original Dump crew dumping along with you today. Dan Reichert.
Hello,
how are you?
That's me. I'm doing great. We're outside of the, face surgery thing, but yeah.
Yeah, that's your problem. Not for you to air here. Thank you very much. Keep your personal business out of this program.
Just a
This
hole
show.
in my mouth. That is also a hole.
Everyone's got holes in their face. Get over it.
Yeah.
Jeff Grubb, what's up, buddy?
I also looked at the calendar, and that makes 50% of us.
All right, Jan, can you sway the balance?
Well, as someone that hasn't left his desk since this morning, no. But look at this plant, though. Look at this shit.
Good.
Oh,
Does
you're
it have a name?
I came here today for y'all to name it.
Ursula.
I don't like Ursula.
Mike Minotti.
All right.
What was
Yeah.
John or Dean Ambrose's Mitch during the Ambrose Asylum? Do you
Oh
remember
my
that?
God, it works out if this is Mike then.
That's right. Holy shit.
Connect the dots, guys.
Yes.
Look at this fenestrated leaf that popped up, y'all.
Super fenestrated. Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Yeah, all that's
Yeah.
fenestrated is. Oh man,
Hell
goddamn. Wishing
Should we just call
that
it Robert? So, it could just be
Robert
Robert
Plant.
That's pretty.
I dated a
Sorry,
girl in
guys.
college and she had a Robert Plant.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
It was named Robert Plant. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Question.
Mhm.
Question.
No.
I don't mean to make everyone feel bad.
No.
I didn't know
Jen?
who George Carlin was yesterday.
No.
All
Wait.
right.
What's Robert Plant?
Oh, my dad is going to run to San Francisco and dropkick you. Oh my God.
All right, Paul,
He
let's
will,
go.
like, 3 times a week just send me a picture of
It's-
Robert Plant to be like, look at this guy.
It's worse that you. The George Carlin thing is worse, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, who's Robert Plant? No one has answered my question.
Oh,
Lead
Who do
singer
you
of
think
Led
he is?
Zeppelin.
Oh, I was gonna say, who do you think he is?
I don't know.
I know, but that would have been funny. He would have, who knows?
See, I don't care at all about that. It doesn't really affect my life at all if you
No,
know
it's
who
not-
Robert Plant is. My dad would be like, I don't know about that Jan guy if he heard that.
Your dad had such high opinions on me before.
He does, but I mean, this is like the worst sin. He was so shocked when Kayla didn't know who Eric Clapton was. And despite the fact that she was born in 1993 and has no interest in classic rock.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
I'm surprised she doesn't know him for his political opinions. That's what
Well,
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
think,
if
like-
there's one thing she follows closely, it's politics.
politics. Yeah.
yeah, you're alive in this world long enough, and you kind of just like absorb the Eric Clapton knowledge through osmosis.
You don't have to.
You don't you don't have to. Robert Plant, I'm not surprised by that one bit, Jen. That's perfectly cool. The George Carlin thing, I take deep personal offense to,
Yeah.
as if I birthed that man is somehow like. I don't know why, but that's more upsetting on a personal level. But you
Okay,
just
is it
disappointed
more-
me, not everyone else.
Is it more upsetting that A, I didn't know who he was, or B, I thought he was the old man puppet from Jeff Dunham's gig?
That's
See-
deeply offensive because that's in the realm of the industry or whatever the art he
Yeah.
worked in, but a really shitty version of it versus like one of the best versions of it.
I can't even imagine what it must be like in a universe where I know who Jeff Dunham is, but do not know who
Yeah.
George Carlin is. Like
Yeah,
that seems
that's
like
rough.
an
All right,
injustice.
someone
that
make a poll for folks watching live. There's got to be at least dozens of us.
I know that the Carlin thing hurt me personally, but like I think I will actually collapse into dust once I like work with someone who's never heard of Dave Letterman.
that's
Yeah,
going to
well,
be
you have,
happening.
right?
That's
Of
going to be
course, of course, of
happening.
course.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to happen
It's-
in like a couple of months.
It's going to happen. Nikki, Sean, are you in the chat? Do you know who Dave Letterman is?
Yeah, I'm
no,
sure
don't
they
work
do.
me. Don't work me here.
I'm sure they do. He also has the Netflix show.
Yeah, but like if you just saw the Netflix show, look, I'm glad he's still getting out of the house, but like that ain't the Letterman that we love, you know?
I understand, but it's not like my point is that he's not just like disappeared.
Sure.
Oh my
you know?
God, Mike Minotti's in chat making fun of you for wearing glasses, Dan. He's such a bully.
Wow.
Wow.
Bully.
Wow.
He needs to touch grass and shut the fuck up. Yeah. So, all right, there's a few things I want to talk about here. First, like I ask every week, what have I missed besides the George Carlin?
Definitely something I said we had to
Well,
remind him about.
You forgot it. You forgot again that we're doing time dot is again.
That's not a big deal.
okay.
I declare that unimportant.
What else? I mean, there's always Blight Club lore. I mean, Grubb is still playing Blues Brothers.
Dan learned what a carafe was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a pitcher.
Heard about that? I saw this. I saw the social post there. That was enjoyable. Very good. Very good. That's all you got. It's all right.
God, well, game
No, there was
stuff
definitely
isn't
something
weird?
where I yelled everyone to remind me, and no one's reminding me. So this is on all you.
Okay. How fucked up is it that our brains will remember that we forgot something,
Yeah,
but we
That
won't
is
remember?
great.
hate
I
that.
like that. That's
What
good.
I
the
hate
fuck?
Wait. Now,
If
what
I'm
are
gonna
you
forget,
describing?
Forget it completely. Don't forget that. Don't remember that I forgot. That
I know.
sucks.
Well,
It's bullshit.
it's kind of paradoxical what you're describing, because are you forgetting the whole, or are you forgetting like what's inside the whole? Do you understand what I'm
Inside the
saying?
hole, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that a hole exists.
Because-
I just don't know what is inside the
Because
hole.
we could always say we forgot, but if we know what we forgot, that's a different sort of paradoxical description, is it not?
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah. Wow.
You know, Backler,
I'm high.
The newest thing that this was like, I feel like this was late last week or something, where we had all been raving about Avowed for probably 10 days on the website
Yeah,
at this point.
sure,
And you
sure.
were like, oh, you guys are playing Avowed? Is it good? Like, that was the last thing where you were like super late to the party on, where it's like, we'd be
Okay.
super talking about Avowed a lot. And you're like, oh, it's good.
Super talking about it. I get it. All right.
Oh,
fair enough.
Kurt accidentally shared the name of the new show.
Oh, did
So it's
he?
just out there. Yeah, it was fine. It was totally
Okay.
fine. Who cares? Yeah.
All right. Well,
Did we
let's
say it?
Well, no. It's, I don't think it's going to be out there because that.
Oh, okay.
I don't think.
Yeah, the internet
right.
forgets. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they say about
That's
the
the
internet.
famous saying,
It
yeah.
forgets.
Yeah. It's a good name.
Fuck, man.
I saw
All right.
a-
Look, shit happens. What are you
saw
going to
a
do? That's
post-
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I saw a post on Threads from one Jeffy Grub
Oh,
that
no.
said
Yeah.
been pooping a lot.
I
Okay.
did poop a lot that day, and it wasn't like the bad poops.
That day?
Yeah, it was that. It was like I was busy that day. I had things like I would have to like fill up my calendar so people wouldn't ask me to do things because that I was just in the bathroom frequently, and it wasn't like tummy issues. It was fully formed, firm loafs. And
Weird.
Yeah,
Because I'll have like the 5 shitter days, but it's always just weird Fantavision blasts.
right. It was not. It was not fireworks going off in the bathroom. It was. Hey, I did good work here, just like 4 or 5 times.
Wow, good work.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I don't know. You know what? I think it is. I think all the veggies are starting to kick in. I've been eating a lot more veggies.
Did
I
you
think
weigh yourself after the poops?
I weighed myself afterward, and I noticed a difference. Yeah,
yeah.
that was
Wow.
There
very
has
exciting.
to be a difference, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's, you
right.
know,
Yeah, poops are pounds.
mass has to
Yeah,
go
but-
somewhere.
Yeah.
Oops, they have mass. That's right. Gravity affects them.
I feel good about that because I weigh myself in the mornings, and there is always a part of my head that's like, ooh, I'm down a couple. And it's like, oh, but also I don't poop till like 10 or 11. So that's
Right,
going to
yeah.
be
Although-
we
bonus
factor
for
in another like 0.5 or something.
Oh yeah, you always wake up lighter, right? Isn't that a thing? You
I think
always,
so, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you always wake
Based
up.
on when I
Dehydrate,
weigh myself.
water weight
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. That's why it's like
Yeah.
if you drink too, you know, you're dehydrated. So like if it's a day after drinking, I'm like, it's water weight.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't count.
Yeah, I think we might have to change the rules about like what I miss segment because I don't if it's about poop, I don't really give a shit. No
that
pun
wasn't about
intended.
poop. That was about a thread post.
Yeah.
That's the internet. Remember
Yeah,
when you had
hey,
a show about being
Hey,
online?
that's showbiz, right? That's showbiz, isn't it? You know,
There were a lot of people who apparently got that one thread I
Notification.
posted, posted to them as a notification
I
on
got
their
that
phones.
too. I got that. You like,
Yeah.
yo, somebody,
Okay.
and I've never used Threads really, and so like,
Right.
I was just like on
Why did it do
Instagram,
this?
and Instagram was like, your friend is on Threads and wants you to see this.
man, even the algorithm every now and then it's got a sense of humor. I like
Yeah,
that.
it's like I'm gonna have fun with this one. Absolutely.
God damn. Well, okay. That's good to be caught up in all that stuff. I'm glad your digestive system is functioning the way it's meant
Thank
to be
you.
functioning.
Yeah, pretty happy about it.
I was ill. I'm better. I have a little bit of a cough. I don't like getting sick.
No.
I know, obviously the first thing I thought of was the lady with the mask and the dermatologist. I don't know if anyone caught that.
Oh,
What?
right. The nose exposed.
But I don't think that's what happened here.
Cameron Diaz?
Cameron Diaz.
No, you two weren't here last week, right?
Yeah, we got to catch you up.
Oh
No,
yeah, because I was under getting surgery this time last week.
right.
Yeah,
I went to a dermatologist last week who wore a mask the wrongest way, and I
like
just
a Halloween mask.
no,
Or
like
the
under her
wrongest
nose.
way.
Okay.
It was under her nose, and I was just sort of like, why? Why are we doing this? You're a medical professional, and you're demonstrating the wrongest way to wear. Like, who are we doing this for? Is it theatrics? Are you meant to do it? Are you sick? Am I sick? Are we all like, what's happening? Why wear it? It's serving no purpose. The only thing we could come up with is possibly the dermatologist had some stinky breath from lunch or something like that.
And there are other people at the office that had no mask situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It would make sense if it was like, oh, we have to wear masks here, and they're just like, fucking, I want to pull it down.
I know.
That was confusing during the pandemic because it's like, yeah, one group that was like, oh, okay, I really am scared of this pandemic and I don't want to get sick, and the other side that was like, oh, this is a statement, I'm not doing a mask. It was the halfway thing where it was like, wait, where are you standing here on this thing?
Yeah.
It's like
What is your alignment?
Yeah.
It's like the people who my dad used to do this before I just took a stand and made him fix it, but he used to like buckle his seatbelt so the chime would go off, but then swing the thing around his back. He'd be like, I'm gonna make this seatbelt ineffective, right? I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make the car shut up about it.
I'm
but
gonna
I
trick
am
the car. Yeah.
I'm gonna trick the car so I can stay unsafe. Anyway, that was fucking stupid.
That's pretty stupid.
Yeah. I gotta talk about my car. My car broke.
The
Your
Ioniq?
space car, the one that drives you
My
around?
electric car broke, and I'm fucking pissed. And I am this close to going back to gas.
Ooh, okay.
Whoa.
Back to gas for Bacalar.
No, I'm not going back to gas because let me tell you, I'll never go back to gas. But I'm
Is this
pissed.
the one that Technology Connections did the video about where
Yeah,
it's like
it's
the
his
brake
car.
lights wouldn't turn on? Okay, all right.
So this shit like straight up broke. There's this recall with the
Is
car.
it bricked?
I mean, it's not
you
bricked,
bricked up?
but I'm fine. We talked about that earlier. We're all fine. We're all regular. My car, not so much. There's some recall on my car that while driving, it like fried out. This like fuse fried out, and we had to like get it towed, and it was scary and dangerous and not okay. And I'm upset. I'm upset. Everyone needs to know about this. I think people do. Once I realized what happened, I went online and there's documented cases like what happened. But like, I don't know, guys, in like the wrong situation, this could have been really bad.
I mean, would it make you veer off the road if you were in the middle of like the highway driving?
No, but it would make me slow down incredibly fast.
Oh, that's not good either.
Did you still steer the car, or was it like the steering wheel was locked up?
So it goes into this like thing called limp mode. And
you're
it's
not
exactly and like literally a turtle. No, I'm not. No. And literally a fucking turtle goes on the dashboard so that you're in this limp mode and you can't drive more than like 15 miles an hour. And it's this whole thing with this like electric controller unit. And not only that, I don't know how long it's going to be fucked. It might be weeks.
So is it in the shop?
It's in the shop. And, I bring it over, we tow it over there. Guy calls me up the next morning. He's like, yeah, it's that thing. And I'm like, all right, well, when's it going to get better? And he's like, when we get that part in, but let me tell you, I got 4 other cars here that haven't had that replaced yet. And they've been here for about 10 days.
Ugh.
Jesus.
I mean, so it does sound like electric dysfunction. ED does affect a lot of these cars.
It does. And look, I'm not going to turn my back on ED. I'm not going to do that.
Uh-huh.
Right?
This is what you get for buying a Cybertruck, man.
I didn't buy a Cybertruck. That is not what I have.
I don't know if I wasn't supposed to say that on the air, but sorry.
No, I don't. I have an Ioniq
I'm
5.
sorry. We
The
will
car-
Jan, cut that part out, please.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, live people be cool. Don't tell people to backlash
well,
the Cybertruck.
the Tesla story's not over. There is a Tesla part to this story.
Oh, there's a
Oh,
Tesla
fine.
part of this.
Yeah, I'm not proud of anything that's happening right now. So fucking this goddamn car, right? It's an Ioniq 5. It's missing this part. I have to wait who knows how long. I call up like the corporate customer service and I'm like, I'm pissed. The incident was terrible and horrifying. What, like, let's fix this. Let's make me whole. What are we doing? The dealer's like, hey, we don't have any loaners for you. So get fucked. Get fucked, Smelly. I'm like, wait, what?
Called you
Like,
smelly?
Yeah. And no, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Like, thankfully we have two cars, but like, what do you do if your car just breaks and you can't, and you have no course of action? What?
I
Go ahead.
don't know about like the loaner. I've had a loaner car once, but
Same. I've had one too. Yeah.
I don't know, like, is there like a certain threshold of the car being fucked before it's like, well, obviously we're going to try to get you a loaner from the dealership or whatever.
So
I just don't know like when it's okay for me to like broach that subject.
you should always broach that subject for sure, right?
Like, get the sense that's why it's on me.
Well, you just got to be your own best advocate for everything, right?
Because not gonna happen. I'm from Ohio.
Well, this country is just all about like fucking people over, so you just got to constantly push back up against the fucking over, right? Like you just have to always do this. This is the mess we've made. So I just think like, every dealership's different. They're going to have a different situation where you have access to loaners or you don't, and the guy basically like on the phone was like, look, like I don't know when I'm going to get one back, and you should like call other people to make sure they make you whole on this. And Honda's gonna pay for my rental car, which I needed to rent an EV. I didn't want to rent a gas car. Okay, I have a certain budget.
And you just got so excited about one of your favorite political figures.
Oh, well, Muscular over here.
Yeah, Jeff Muscular. We always say.
Let me tell you something. When Dib came off the bus and saw the car, he went like this. He's like, no! He's like, what are you doing?
All right, what's the make and model? What's the color?
It's not a Cybertruck. I'm not.
Okay.
First of all, renting a clown car is like probably $3,000 a day. Who knows? It's just the entry level, like Model 3 or something like that. I hate the car. The car, like even aside from like Elon Musk did not build that car, so it's not like a car. I'm not a fan of it, but it is electric, and I don't want to pay for gas, and I'm charging it at home.
Do they still do? Are the models supposed to spell sexy?
Is that what he was doing?
Yeah.
I mean,
There's 3 X and Y.
Knob.
I mean, guys, it really. I mean, we don't have to get into it much, but every time I'm like, "Hey, okay, Google, play the latest news," and they're like, "Today, Doge did," and I'm like, every time I hear it,
Yep.
my heart skips a beat from pain. I want to die.
I'm with you. It like the most terminally unfuckable loser in the history of humanity.
Somehow, the evidence
Google,
exists
stop.
that he's fucked a lot somehow.
Like it is
When you got money.
The biggest just straight up fucking loser, dude.
I don't know. Did you see him say, "I am become meme"?
No, I didn't, Dan.
He said
but
that,
thanks for sharing that with me.
He said that on stage at the CPAC convention.
I only watched that video on mute because I couldn't handle it.
Yeah, with his sunglasses and his chainsaw.
You know,
he said, "I am become meme."
I know people who like dick ride this guy, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, man, I can't trust your opinion on fucking anything.
Yep.
Like on anything.
I had a
How
friend.
is this cool to you?
I had a friend tell me, it's like, oh, dude, I love him. He's like real life Tony Stark. And then I disappeared. I stopped existing for a moment.
When I used to catch a lot of shit because I used to say like Americans have terrible taste. I'm sorry, I'm fucking right. I'm exactly fucking right. The worst taste imaginable.
It's rough out there.
Yeah.
Anyway. So I have a Tesla, guys, and it's fucking sick.
Oh, man.
Sick. No,
Can
it
you
sucks.
get Dib to do a review of it, a video review, and just like post that on us?
I'll be straight up. It's the coolest thing about that car is the screen. The screen is really good. It works really well. I'll be the first to admit that shit's fucking flawless. Like the best, in-dash responsive screen experience.
This is how
Everything
it
else about the
starts.
car, I'm not impressed. I mean, not
everything else
impressed.
about the car is a problem. Like you can tell where they put the money because it
Oh
did
my
not
God.
go into build quality or anything like that. Yeah.
It rides like shit. It's fuck. I hate it. I'm not interested in your product.
Yep.
Straight up.
I hate that I respect Dib for something now.
Oh, dude. Honestly, I hugged him so hard because I could tell. I was like, you feel the pain and you're like on the edge of tears and you're right.
He
Your
knows. How does
instincts
he
are
know?
right.
How does he
Wait,
know it sucks?
If it was a Cybertruck, would he have been like, yes?
He would have been like cry. It would have been like a happy cry where he's
Okay,
like,
right, yeah.
this is terrible, but also kind of sick.
Wait,
Yeah,
and
so
only
he's
because of
pro
Fortnite.
Cybertruck,
No, kids
No,
just
kid-
love the Cybertruck.
The Cybertruck,
Really?
for anyone under 15, the Cybertruck like permeates a sort of culture to them that like we can't really understand.
Yeah, because it doesn't come from anywhere other than that looks weird and cool and different.
I guess I thought that about like the PT Cruiser.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And you didn't think about it much more deeply than that. They definitely.
That's
aren't
all it
thinking
is.
about it. Okay,
It's
okay.
all it is. It's like a thing you see and you're like, wow, weird. Like that's it to them.
This does remind me of the Dib conversation of kids liking Cybertruck and Jan's here. Jan, what does what the Sigma mean?
Oh,
I
what
don't
that
know.
means. I know what that means.
We were going not lusion, we did that tobogganing thing, and some kids that were in the line. I say kids, they were like older teenagers. They like pointed at something and said, "What the Sigma?" And I think I'm of the opinion I think it's just random nonsense, like filler words.
It's evolved into that a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like right. That's where it's at right now. Yeah. So, Backlard, do you have like a little bit of a tap on like what is going on with what the Sigma?
Yeah, they say it all the time. It really just mean like what the F or what the hell. Like
What is
Okay.
Sigma?
Sigma is replaced like that's
It's a Ninja
cool or
Gaiden.
that's the best thing or like
He's a cool
it's
Ninja
just,
Gaiden. Yeah.
It is a catch-all word. That's
Yeah.
what has happened.
Okay.
We don't need
previously,
to.
Dan, it meant like there were, this is the alpha males and
Yeah.
betas, and Sigma is like, well, you're neither one of those, but you're like somewhere, you're like too cool for any of that stuff, so you're a Sigma.
So you're removed from all. Okay.
Yeah,
It's
like
just-
you can't be affected by whatever the alphas are doing, and you're definitely not a
I
beta. You're a loner
see.
Sigma, lone wolf, cool dude.
It's not just kids. I heard a lot of alpha beta talk backstage at WWE shows when I worked there.
Well,
a lot
sure.
of unironic giant dudes talking about alpha behavior and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna
sure.
require you to say that 7 times a week now on content, Dan. If you could just. That'd be
Alpha,
super sick.
am I the alpha?
No, just say. You have to
Who's
say
the
Sigma.
alpha?
You have to say Sigma.
Sigma?
Can't even fucking say it. This guy. Anyway, that's the story. I think that's all I've got. With that, the saga continues. I don't know, guys.
Take a picture of yourself getting into one and flash
It
the
ain't
thumbs up at the
happening.
camera.
It ain't fucking happening, buddy.
I promise I won't post it anywhere.
I'm not
Holding
telling it. I'm not
today's
saying what
newspaper.
color it is. I'm not saying anything about it. This thing is. I shove it right in the garage as soon as it gets home.
You got a tarp
Put a-
over it
put a
when you're like,
tarp over it.
you get 2 blocks from home, you park, you get
Chain
out.
tarp. Yeah.
You know, and what's funny is like I'm not gonna lie. I'm there. I'm sitting there at the counter, and I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, that's the only electric car. That's all you have. He's like, yeah, well, I got a Ford Mach E, 100 miles away. And I sat there for a second. I was like, well, I could get back by lunch. I could kind of make that. And then it's like, what am I fucking doing? Hopefully it's shorter than I think it's gonna be, but that's the story. Yeah, I was thinking about getting like one of those magnets to put on the back that just says like, "Don't worry, I'm not crazy" or something like that.
Sure.
You know,
I did like. I'm pretty happy with the Prius. Still, I'm realizing.
Nice.
We got that for the wife. God, 2012, and we've had it since then. And it's been super reliable. But I like went to go. I always put gas in. I'm the one who puts gas in it. And I'm so used to filling up my van, which is a huge gas tank, that every time it's like, oh, that was still only $20 to fill up the Prius.
yeah,
It's like, okay, I can live with this. I don't need to rush to go get some EV. This
Sure.
is like an acceptable amount of money to be spending on gas every week and a half or something like that. So, yeah, I'm still good. That car's been really good. You should
Good.
just get a Prius.
I've heard the new
Well,
ones
no,
are good,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna go back. I already have all the stuff installed, and I love the car. Like you guys, so like it's. I
I was
really,
considering buying one when you showed it to me. Yeah.
I mean, I still would recommend it. I don't. This is not like a
Even with all the ED issues.
yeah. Even with all that aside, like I love that car. I'm very upset at what's happening right now, but yeah. It's just God. Very frustrating to have to sit in that car. I will say this: when you drive that car around a Tesla, there's so many Model 3s. There's so many of them. It's crazy.
For now. Wait
Yeah,
5 years.
sure,
Those
right?
things are
Yeah.
going to not be on the road very much longer. And
Yeah.
that's not because of politics or anything. It's just those cars are going to fall apart.
Yeah, I just anyway, I don't know.
Let us know if you get flipped off, and I think that'd be very
No,
funny.
dude, people flip off Cybertrucks. I don't think people are flipping around Model 3s. Model 3s are like an affordable. They're just an affordable vehicle. Like people, they're like $30,000 cars. Like people are like, I need a car. This is economical and easy. Like I get it.
See a teenager charging his Cybertruck at Sheetz the other day, and that was just like, oh my God, that's a future winner right there.
Yeah, I do know the one person I know who owns one is a good dude and does not like Elon at all. And I'm like, man, it just must. But you still gotta like get in that thing every day and like think about that. Like you can't not.
Minotti's
right? Like,
weird. We get
Yeah,
it.
he compartmentalizes all that stuff.
He's weird. I don't know. All right. If you couldn't tell, obviously, call-in show, right?
Yes.
What else could it be? What else could it fucking be?
Not a doubt.
707 exit flute. That's our phone number. Yes, someone has asked me about a Rivian. I did put $100 down on a R2S. So, RTS, whatever the next Rivian coming.
genre.
Whatever the next, whatever the next Rivian is, the smaller SUV. So, hopefully that actually comes out. Anyway, 707 exit flute. That's our phone number. We're gonna get through as many as we can. This fantastic list curated by the one and only Jan Ochoa. Why don't you have first crack at it, buddy?
Post Malone. No, actually, spam.
Speaking of spam, how come there's no off-brand spam?
Dog.
There's
Dog.
no what?
Yeah,
brand
probably is.
spam.
Jan, speak to that. Speak to that.
There's no what spam?
Off
Off-brand,
brand.
like store brand,
Oh, okay.
white label.
Dog. There are so many other luncheon meats out there. And if you have a family member that serves you one of those lunch meats and it is not spam, get out. They do
Yeah, they
not
don't
love you.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
Would I like spam?
Yes.
I would sell me on it. What is it, like a hot dog, but in a box?
I think
form?
you'd love it. I think you'd love it.
Think like special ham.
special. Oh, that's what it means.
That's
You
what
know
I've always called it in my head.
I could drive. I live near the spam museum. I could drive after this podcast and be in a spam museum and reading plaques. I could learn
haven't
all
visited
about
your house
Is it
yet.
beans?
You could learn the wrong way, probably. You know how you
That
act in
means, but it
museums.
is grass.
Oh, okay. I want to wait. So is it like vegan meat? Is like impossible meat?
Not at all. It is not
It's
grass
shoot meat?
at all. Don't let him.
It's not grass,
It's
yeah.
shoot meat.
Shoot meat. What animal?
All purpose.
Pork, right?
Wait,
Okay, I don't know,
Don't
man.
act like
I'm
you
just
know what that
guessing.
means, Dan. What do you mean? What are you
Google.
No,
even
I'm saying I
asking
don't
that?
know what all-purpose
What
meat means.
is spam?
Okay, but what I'm saying is like, what does it matter what meat it is? Like you're gonna eat it.
It's mainly from ham, is what it
I
says
like
on the
ham.
internet.
Ham's cool.
Sure,
I'm cool
pork,
with ham.
pig, shoot pig.
There we go.
Yeah, it's just like very processed canned ham. So yeah,
Oh, I'm
lots
fine
of
with
salt and water, potato starch, sugar, stuff to
Great.
keep it
So healthy.
good for yeah. Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
Super
it's gonna make
healthy.
you grow big and strong.
Yeah.
What make the muscles grow?
Yeah,
Exactly.
well,
It's got, probably got protein, right?
If you cut
It
it,
has
it looks
to.
like red blood cells.
Does it bleed?
No.
Yes,
No.
it-
Okay.
oh,
I realized
Jan.
that.
if it
Yeah.
bleeds, you can kill it. Is what I've heard. So.
Kills
Jen, you
spam.
gotta.
I know.
When
I
you
know.
got
I
one
did
on
it.
the line, when you
I
got
did a
one on the
boo-boo.
line, you gotta reel it in, baby.
Sorry, I broke Kurt's brain today when I told him that peanuts aren't nuts.
They're legumes, right? Is that what
Yeah.
it is?
They're
Yep,
of the
they're
bean
like
family.
lentils. It's fucked up that they like put nut in the name. Then right?
Agreed. Agreed.
But I guess pea legume sounds like
Well, what about pea beans?
Pea beans? I like pea beans.
Pea
Or
beans is good.
pigooms. Pigooms works too if you just learn how to say it. you know?
Pigums? Yeah.
lentils? Yeah.
Oh, Pentel sounds good.
Pentals works.
I know I do eat a lot of legumes and nuts and everything and beans and all that stuff.
You're a hunter-gatherer. We know.
I'm just like a charcuterie board person. Like I just want the nuts, the olives. That's it. Just give me that and I'm good. Could I just live on that?
Yes.
Is there-
In fact,
yeah.
our entire species lived on that stuff for a very long time. Yes.
Fucking good, you guys.
Yeah. In fact,
Yeah.
it's very good for your whole goody work situation. Yeah.
Oh man, and you know what I started rocking? A little bit of almond butter.
Almond butter's good. Almonds just in general are good, but like as
Yeah.
a snack, the normal amount you'd want to eat would be like 800 calories. Like they're pretty calorie dense.
Oh, they are.
Still
I-
washed.
I got Steph pistachio butter for Christmas, and she's been rocking that. That's pretty tasty
Some
stuff.
stash butter?
Yeah, but
Stash is
butterstash.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we call that something different where I'm from.
Okay, buddy.
I like the I buy the little gimmicks, the peanut butter packets, the like I think Jimmy's or something, where it's just like a little packet. You do not know these?
I know what you're
No,
talking
keep
about.
going.
They sell them at like Whole
Yeah.
Foods and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like a 200 calorie little thing, great little snack, peanut butter. But it's like you have to cut the corner and then you like put your mouth on it and you like squeeze it like toothpaste into your mouth. And but then like the edge of it gets all like wet and weird and peanut buttery and sticky. Like I think they need to figure out like a Capri Sun situation with like a straw, but you can't
Wait,
straw peanut butter.
It's just peanut butter like in a ketchup packet?
Yeah.
Like
right.
imagine like a big ketchup packet, like more
But
like
why? Like what's the
so you
for-
can just like eat peanut butter on the go.
Oh, it's like a travel
You
situation.
can
Yeah.
put it in your pocket or whatever. It's pretty small. Like imagine
You put it in
between a
your pocket.
ketchup packet and a Capri Sun. It's like
Got it. Oh, okay. That's a lot of
Yeah,
nut
yeah.
butter.
it's good. It's good. And you can get like hazelnut, butter. Like it does all sorts of different gimmick flavors. Honey
All right.
butter.
I always like to
Ooh.
do this when we get to this point of like after a voicemail. Try to
Eat
remember
food.
anything from the voicemail.
I remember.
Cybertrucks.
No. Oh shit. What was it? I just
already
freaking
deleted the
had
call
it.
too.
Can anyone remember?
I can.
Okay, well, yeah,
Spam.
that's cheating.
There
Spam,
we go.
Spam.
Spam,
Okay,
spam,
good. Well
spam,
done, Dan
spam,
Riker.
spam, spam.
It's
That's
what I'm
Mine
known
like
for.
a steel
Oh.
trap.
That's what they say.
Log spam. All right. Good job. Well done, everyone. Dan, because of that, you get to go.
Let's go with freaked out.
Hey, Dumpers. I'm currently looking at the list of voicemails now, and I'm trying to determine if this voicemail ever actually got through. What would Jan label it? And now I'm becoming like pretty freaked out about what he would label it. If you wanted to label a voicemail, what would you call it? Bye.
I feel like caller
Huh.
was having a crisis of sorts.
It
Yeah,
was like a meta crisis.
right. It felt like the kind of thing that you would ask a replicant in Blade Runner to like get them caught in a loop so they break.
Yep.
Like
It's like
that's
that
what was
opening
happening to
scene.
them.
Yep.
So that was
exactly.
our first call from a replicant. Wow.
Wow.
We got there.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Maybe we're gonna be okay after all.
I think Jan has the right strategy of like there is like a crescendo to most of these voicemails, and you kind of like when you get there, and you just immediately type those words in to the file folder, and you're good to go. So yeah, freaked out was the right one for this one for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. He's flawless, undefeated. Jan is. Thank you, caller. Hope you aren't freaked out anymore. Jeff Grubb, your turn.
Yeah, let's go with Midwest.
Hey, this question's for Grubb and Mike Minotti and anyone with children. Does being from the Midwest just prepare you for stupid shit? Love you guys. Bye.
I love thank you, caller. I love the question was like, oh wait, you're right. I guess Minotti is Grubb's child in a way. In a way.
So
Well-
the question is like, does being from the Midwest prepare you for stupid shit?
Wait,
Yeah.
are Midwesterners more just like more shenanigans and dumb bullshit as kids? Is that the
I mean,
feeling? Since we didn't have other big city stuff going on?
I think that's part of the vibe. Yeah. Like you had to like entertain yourself, and that inevitably led to, hey, we're gonna be our own jackass troupe. And
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, it does. We definitely I like have lit myself on fire like at least 5 times. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it does.
I was very upset. I thought my mom was being unreasonable when I was like 10 and my little sisters were 2 and starting to like run around, and they were twins, because underneath the deck I had built a like fort thing with a working drawbridge gimmick. Like I took a part of fence and I attached ropes to it, went over the top through the slits, and so I could like pull the thing and it was like, and then there was like I made like a working like moat drawbridge situation.
Cool.
And then because I wanted it to be like a castle, like my own like fortress thing, I took a 2x4 and I hammered a bunch of big ass nails through it so I'd have a spiked bat, and I had it like on the lattice stuff or whatever. So it's like, oh, okay, I'll protect the fortress with my spiked bat. And my mom was like, the girls are starting to run around the yard. You can't have a spiked bat in there. I was like, well, they're not gonna be able to get in because I've got the drawbridge. They're not gonna be able to, still, I would just rather not have the spiked bat. And I was like, oh, Mom, come on.
Bob, you're not respecting my drawbridge. Everyone wants to know about me setting myself on fire, except for apparently you three.
No, that sounds normal to me. I don't know.
Like what's new? All right.
I mean, a lot of your stories are like, I stole this, I got arrested for that. So like, all right, you're on fire. You're here now. It couldn't be that bad.
I got kicked out of school for bringing a fake gun.
Yeah,
and then I set myself on fire in protest.
That's it. That's the story. It was like a little trick because like you'd have fuzzy shirts. And if you just like,
oh hell yeah,
like
the
one
sock
fuzz,
trick.
Yes, it just goes up like very quickly,
the
but
best.
it like immediately goes out. And I'm like,
I still do that. I still do that.
Anything on this way on socks. Yeah, that's
on
a
socks.
That's a move. Totally.
Yeah.
And then of course we'd have the like put a bunch of rubbing alcohol in your mouth and blow fireballs and stuff like that. And so one friend was like blowing fireballs. I'm like, blow it on my shirt, and then that got a little bit of rubbing alcohol on there, and that was a little bit more dangerous. But we were fine.
Did you guys have a friend in the friend group that did the lighting their farts gimmick?
I did that. I've done that like twice. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I had a guy that
Jeff was
like
that
every
guy,
like he didn't smoke, but he carried a lighter just for like when he had a fart come on.
Okay, that's
and he would just like you'd be like in a parking lot, like going into a movie, and he'd just drop his fucking pants, legs up in the air, light a fart.
Okay, I did it through pants because I was afraid of the fire going into my butthole.
No, he didn't go bare butthole, but it was through the like the tidy whities.
It is incredibly funny. It's
very objectively. It's objectively just like the funniest thing.
It's like just to see the little spurt of flame and hear the sound at the same time. Everyone's like, it's not going to work, and then it does. It's incredible.
I should take this off of GameSpot now.
What was the thing they did in one of the Jackass movies where they're like one of the guys was underwater? It was probably Steve-O. And they were trying to like light a fart underwater. They were like trying to create. They had like scientists there trying to figure out.
From MythBusters was on that segment.
Oh, wow.
It was incredible. I think it worked, and it was just the dumbest little poop, and like everyone's like cheering, like they just landed on the moon. It was just God. Jackass was beautiful.
Did they use like thermite? I've never seen this.
Jan, do you remember? They had to create a bubble somehow that they could light, so it would create a bubble, and in the space where the bubble was active around the anus, the fart had to come out while a light. Like the timing was incredible.
All right, well, I know what I'm watching tonight. Holy shit!
God, I love Jack.
We just unpacked so much stuff there. I just gotta like reel it all
anyway,
in.
that's exactly what it's like to be from the Midwest.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to the caller's question though. The core of that, I think there's like a fallacy there. I think all children, right, have an excuse. They have a reason, right? Like they
don't got good brains yet.
Their brains just don't have enough information in there just yet. It's not their fault. That's the beauty of like watching a child grow up, is that you can be a part of that educational development. You could be a part of that process. It's a great thing, right? So like they've got an excuse. Grub doesn't have one.
I don't still do any of these things. Like,
of course, I meant more the Midwest.
Yeah.
Is it the Midwest
as you represent
thing?
that?
Is it the Midwest thing that caused like me, Grub, and Minotti specifically to immediately just be like, oh, okay, well, we can all just, or it's more just being 40-year-old dudes and just we grew up with the exact same shit, right?
That's yes. I mean, well, the Midwest is the culture that we have. That's why I always like to say it doesn't matter like that it's called the Midwest, because it's a culture and that's where it is, and it's just been called that. So that helps. But yeah, growing up at the same time with the same shit is maybe more of the reason for that.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
There you have it. The scientists are all in agreement.
Where are they? Who are you talking about?
Oh man, I still love the fact that voicemail implied you are a parental figure to Mike Minotti. All right, it's my turn. I'm gonna go with heavy.
What's up, Dumpers? What's a more satisfying feeling? Peeing when you've really had to pee for a while, or setting something heavy down when you've had to carry it for a while? Thank you. Love you. Bye.
Both good.
Also,
Peeing.
Mike, my girlfriend's a punk. You stay the hell away from her.
I'm talking about the clitoris all day.
Wait, my girlfriend's a what?
Ugh.
Oh. Never mind.
It's peeing. It's peeing. Like
It's peeing.
putting down something heavy is great. I will
saw
also
him-
throw in as the third option, getting inside when it's fucking cold out and you've been outside for a while.
Sure.
Maybe that's a Minnesota thing. But the heavy thing's great. Especially, I usually carry a bunch of like soda and shit. But oh man, if you need to piss so bad and there's no porta potties,
Did you say
around.
you carry a bunch of soda? Is that what do you mean?
Yeah. I used to, because like I will have normal grocery runs where it's like I'm getting avocados, and then I'll have the one where it's like I'm out of soda, and like I can only the amount of soda I need is all I can fit in the car, and then it's just like. But I broke today. Actually, this is a big day in my life. I had a big breakthrough. I ran to tell Bonk about this yesterday. I found out it's actually cheaper to just order soda from Amazon, and they will just
that's
like
huge.
as long as you hit $50, which I'm definitely hitting $50 of soda, it's free shipping. So I had a guy bring me like. Must have been several tons of soda today, and it just came right to my door.
Several tons.
I'm not
But
a
he
scientist,
doesn't
but it
mean
felt
that.
like it. Yeah,
Sure. Yeah.
yeah. I'd say at least 200 cans of soda arrived at my doorstep today.
Do you? I can't remember. Do you have like a garage fridge for soda or something like that? A separate.
We got a big no, but we don't have a lot in the fridge. It's mainly
Okay.
just soda, water, now veggies, weed seltzers. I don't know.
And new to the lineup, vegetables.
Well, I guess we have 4 fridges. We had the big chest freezer gimmick where you just put a bunch of meat and stuff that you're probably not going to get to for 6 months. We got the normal kitchen fridge, which is just the soda and veggies fridge. We got this, which is mainly beer. And then I got
Right.
the one in the game zone, which is all beer. And then some weed seltzers.
Okay.
So I guess we have 4, yeah.
Good deal.
That's a lot of soda, bud.
I like soda. I do.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah, it's
We'll
peeing.
allow it.
It's pee.
Yeah, I mean, you saw this, one of my most famous peas. You were there for
Yeah,
that.
Dan Riker's
Oh,
like involved in
yeah.
that intimately.
Yeah, you peed on your house.
To the side of it, I peed with it. Really,
I peed on the Marcus Cinema in Worthington, Ohio, right as soon as the Matrix ended, because we brought in a bottle of vodka and drank the whole thing. Basically, we split it up amongst a bunch of us, and I had to pee so bad. But I was holding it enough that like my body sort of conformed around my bladder, so that when I tried to stand up, I was in so much pain and I couldn't make it to a toilet. I went out the door and just kind of went out the exit right there, and like put a shoe into the door to keep it open.
Oh.
And I just peed there on the rocks right next to the Marcus Cinema.
Nice.
That's art. That sounds like art. Actually,
It was a huge relief. It was
You broke
I
out of the
remember
Matrix.
that. Yeah.
If anyone's ever in Lawrence, Kansas, just know that if you could make like a Call of Duty heat map for like pee spots and just look down on Lawrence, Kansas, it would look like, like Shipment, where it's just like you die just everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just like white hot everywhere.
Yeah.
It would look like a death heat map of Shipment of places I peed in Lawrence. Every house, church, fence, everything you could possibly imagine. I
yeah,
peed
you're
on.
marking your territory like a.
Well, no, because I walk to the bars, and then like every time I walk home, it's just like I'm gonna pee 6 times on the way home, and then also some things are funny to pee on, and I would pee on that, and you know,
Oh, sure. Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, that's how dogs see the world. Let's be honest.
yeah.
We're all okay with that. We're all okay with like literally everyone's stupid dog just pissing all over. Piss everywhere. Everywhere you go, there's nothing but dog piss.
Not now.
Absolutely.
Sometimes.
Huh?
Look at 'em, it's funny watching them go sometimes.
Oh, dogs are hilarious when they piss, especially if you make like eye contact with them. That's a whole other story.
No, they make eye contact with you, I heard, because the dogs like they feel vulnerable in that moment, and they're looking at you to be like, "You got me," in case something happens.
Oh right, like this is one of the only times I'm vulnerable. When
Well,
if like a prairie dog comes up behind me, you're cool, right? Like
Yeah,
we're in agreement
yeah,
that you're gonna take that
you'll-
fucker out, right?
Yep,
like
yep.
yeah.
And then, and peeing is like very much involved in fight or flight. So all that stuff just
Yeah.
turns on instantly for everybody,
Oh.
including animals. Yeah.
Oh, that's why anytime, like as a kid, when I was in like plays and stuff, or like before I was nervous about like doing like live shows at PAX or whatever, I will shit and piss the second, like I literally, you guys have been there. I said like, let me know when the last minute I can safely go piss and then get back in time is, and then I will come back. It doesn't matter. I could have just evacuated everything. The second we're about to go on stage, I'm gonna be like, I have to shit and piss.
Yeah. I mean, that's being
Having
nervous.
to do both is
act-based
crazy.
stuff.
Is crazy. Like I
do
get
both
the
a
piss
lot.
thing. I don't understand the other thing. I
Getting
don't.
the tummy rumbles. Yeah.
Oh,
I
sure.
get that for sure.
Tummy rumble's one thing, but
You saw
like
that-
I now have to go
No,
do
you saw
that.
that
again.
SNL 50 thing, the Sandberg music video about how like everyone in SNL right before it goes live is in the bathroom shitting because they're
Yeah,
anxious. Yeah,
sure.
It's true. Yeah.
The greats do it. Look at Creed before every fight.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's
true.
I thought he meant Scott Stapp.
That too.
Yeah.
You thought like that's the only way he could reach those notes is if he's that much lighter, you know?
Yeah.
Higher, please.
Higher. Exactly.
Every time my cat poops, he immediately sprints out of the room, runs around the entire house. So he's definitely a flighter after pooping, like not
Is
ready
it
to fight.
during like the turbo nozzle in Mario Sunshine?
I mean, it might as well. It's like the deers from Castle Crashers.
Oh,
that
yeah,
are like,
yeah. Okay.
They're just blasting it out
Got
their
it.
ass. Yeah. Now he finishes, but he doesn't really. He does a bad job of burying it. Like he's a dumb cat. He like will try to bury it, and he'll bury anything except for the turd. And then
Sure.
as soon as that process is done, he's like, "Well, time to try to run to anywhere else," and he'll just run around the house a couple of times.
I will say, Grub, you were talking about all the solid poops you've taken today. Any anxiety shit is going to be a Fantavision shit.
Yes. Oh yeah, totally. It's just like blasting out whatever it can find in there.
Yeah, but it's multiple shots. That's why I think like it's just a explosion in the toilet every time.
It's the grand finale
It's you
to the 4th
fart
of July.
and then you farted and then the entire toilet's a different color.
Right.
Happy 150th dump truck.
It like gets up and around, and you're like, oh, that's why the brush is shaped that way, so I can get in there.
Up and around, and it turns out you're the lid of the toilet, and it's getting under the lid.
It turns out.
The lid. That's what they don't tell you.
You know, just a little back of the napkin math here, folks. Let me see. Okay, look at that. 150 episodes and 128 out of 150. We do touch on this very touchy subject. I'm really happy. I'm proud. That's a high percentage
Go back to our
rate.
bread and butter.
You know? And food is 100% though. So at least we got one good streak we could be proud of.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to take the nasty pivot and I'm going to say, let's go to chat for the next voicemail. And chat chose Post Malone.
It's Paulo from the Discord. I just tried the Post Malone Oreos. They're good. Just wanted to say I poured one out for my posties. Bye.
Thank you, caller.
Did you see him do Smells Like Teen Spirit with Nirvana?
No.
It could have been way worse.
Was that at the SNL thing?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It was not the worst.
He's a good singer.
It was I'm gonna say it was all right.
There's nothing wrong with Posty singing. That's for sure. Those Posty Oreos, though, not for me. Do not like.
Is it the caramel?
It's the combination of flavors. I'm not like when I'm eating stuff, I'm not like thinking too much about the component parts. I'm like, does this have good mouth taste all together for what it is? And this does not. But Steph was like, they basically do a podcast, but it's just called their meetings when they're hanging out, and her friends at work were like, you got to try these. These are the best Oreos. So she got 2 packages, and so I kind of was feeling guilty. I'm trying to eat them. And then she's like, the friends at work that haven't tried it, we're having a meeting in person. I'm going to go take them to them. Is that okay? I'm like, oh, yeah, definitely. Go ahead. Get these out of my house, please. So
What exactly are they meant to taste like?
Post Malone.
Posty.
Okay, but I don't know what that means. I mean, I know who he is.
Cigarettes.
Yeah, right. Cigarettes
and Skyrim tattoos.
Bud Light, yeah. Old Bud Light, stale Bud Light.
Light.
Yeah, caramel and I don't know, then Oreo, yeah.
Caramel and smoke.
The Sour Patch Kids ones, I was skeptical. They're pretty good, actually.
I heard that. I never tried them. That does not sound appetizing.
I wouldn't have gotten them, but my buddy Brian came over for pay-per-view and brought them, and I was like, okay, it's actually pretty good.
Okay, caramel and shortbread is what you're saying,
Shortbread.
Ooh, I love shortbread.
You know, I will say, like, I know Oreo they've been doing this gimmick for 30 years of like, hey, we're gonna do a peppermint one now or whatever. And
it's unnecessary because the original Oreo is still the best. And that includes like versus mega stuff and double stuff. The
Totally.
original Oreo, it just actually is the best.
But I do think like the Fortniteification of Oreos is like probably not the worst idea.
It was
Yeah,
weird,
it's
like
very
be at
smart.
Walmart and walk past like a giant picture of Post Malone holding up his Oreos. I was just like,
I'm in
what?
favor. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
I'm not
smart.
against it. Yeah.
I said it was a very true Onion headline recently where it's like report 78% of American snack purchases now based on morbid curiosity. And I was like, oh, yeah. You know,
That's
there's
pretty
something
good.
like, well, I have to find out what that
Jesus.
tastes like. Oh,
Yeah.
Pringles
You know-
Whoppers. You know, like, what is that?
No,
It's-
yeah, that's
Go ahead. Sorry.
the Shaq gummies. Shaquille O'Neal has like his own line of gummies and
Are they
sour
weed?
candy. No, it's just regular shoot candy,
Oh, okay.
and
Scott.
they're okay.
Oh, he had a
He's got
sale there.
I would
everything.
assume it'd be weed.
It's crazy that there's not a store that only sells Shaq stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like he's put
I
his
mean,
name on enough
wasn't
things
that
that could
Radio
fill a
Shack?
store.
All right, I'll be here all week. Be
That
sure
was-
to send your wishes, everybody.
was-
Bye.
That was like that was on a level where like, oh, I'm like upset at that one. Like that was
I want you to be known. That's my bullseye. To upset. That's what I'm going for.
like all kidding aside, Dan, did that one not actually hurt hurt your
I liked
soul?
It. I liked
Yeah.
it.
You
Fantastic.
liked it. You're one of these
Yeah, I
like
don't think
cringe people who
I
are
think
just like,
so.
he's
I
oh,
think Rob's
impervious to
funny.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's impervious.
Yeah.
God damn, that was fuck. That wasn't a dad joke. That was like
It's
a
just a bad joke. Yeah.
no, what's-
That was a joke.
That's the dad joke. Yeah.
man.
Welcome.
All right, I'm gonna be walking funny the rest of the day. All right, we'll go back to Jan Ochoa.
We have to play these eventually, or else we'll get very upset. Mike Minotti's dad.
Okay.
Hey, this is Nick from Philly. I think Jan and Mike Minotti's dad need to go into business together. They could open a coffee shop and men's health clinic called Turn Your Head in Coffee. Actually, don't do that. I'm going to open that. Love you guys. Bye.
Yo, that's really good. Oh my
That's
god, you
very
totally
funny.
reversed the bed grub joke and did a
Yeah,
really good
well
one.
done. You
Good
undid
job. Holy shit.
it. Oh, boy.
All right, that's pretty good.
Dr. Minotti, get on the line. Let's get ready to cut that check, baby.
Yeah, I'll call him right now. Hang on.
Okay.
Do you have his number?
I mean, he's a doctor. I bet I could find it.
Oh,
The
yeah.
good
I found his
doctor?
number.
Don't call
Oh,
him,
yeah.
please,
Mike's
everybody.
dad. Oh, I could call
Do
Mr.
not call
Minotti.
Mike's dad.
Ooh.
There's just no way.
That's a good
Come
power
on.
to have.
Yeah, what a great power. Oh, God. Do we want to get through the rest of these or what? You're the
That's
host.
up to everyone else.
All right. Dan?
Mike Minotti.
Hey, Mike Minotti! Fuck you!
I just paused it. I thought it'd be funny for communication. Okay.
Hey, Mike Minotti! Fuck you! Because you made me listen to Matchbox 20 a lot over last week. That's your fucking bag still. Love you guys.
That'd be a good soundboard clip.
Matchbox 20? What was the story?
So you know how he just got into Lincoln Park in the last few years. Well, now he's moved
Oh,
on
for
to,
real?
to Matchbox 20. Yes, he's doing that with Matchbox 20 now.
Man,
My thing with Matchbox
Whatever.
20 is that one really did. That band got really overplayed to the point
What
where I
was
do.
What was the song?
well, they did the same. Oh, Rob.
The
what's his name?
Santana one I know, but that
the
was
Rob
Rob
Thomas.
Thomas and Santana
Yeah.
because that played at my movie theater for like 8 summers straight.
I mean, yeah, but to me, that's all. It's all part of the same thing. But yeah,
It is.
What is like a Matchbox 20 song?
I know they're all like, "You found it, found it,
Yeah.
found it." You know, it's just that.
Do, do, do,
I'm
do, do,
gonna
do,
be
do.
No, that's
on with
Third Eye
the
Blind.
moon. Her. Yeah, it's just all that.
Okay. I don't know if I know any of
it's
this
3
song.
a.m. and I feel right. The 3 a.m. song. They have a
Right,
3
it's
a.m.
like
song.
Diet Pearl Jam. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's like diet caffeine free Pearl Jam.
Yeah,
You know, it's
exactly.
like real watered down. It's bad. Yeah, they're bad. Yeah.
They were
I mean,
extremely popular.
Oh.
Extremely popular.
100%.
Mike did say he's been listening to Not Like Us a good amount, and he likes it. And I just want to see footage of Mike Minotti listening to Not Like Us for some reason.
I want to hear him reacting and like hitting pause a lot and being like, "Well, that obviously refers to." Like, I want that.
Candid hidden camera footage of him doing a dance when he thinks no one's looking to Not Like Us. That would be.
You're trying to like learn the halftime show moves, like
Oh my
Stop
god!
it.
If we were together in a shoot office every day,
oh
we
my
would have
god,
so much B-roll of that man.
Yep.
Oh my god, yes.
Let me tell you, if we were all in an office every day with Mike Minotti, we would be in business for ourselves. I think. Let's be honest.
Great.
Oh yeah, totally.
That's unbelievable because you could just see him do it, like dance like no one's watching, Mikey. You know.
I mean, there was the time in Germany where he was like on the verge of death and left the hall. And then, like, last I heard, it's like, oh God, is Mike okay? And like, we're all sitting around, like me and Bailey talking about, like, oh God, he had to leave. He got deathly ill. And then I'm walking up to the Indiana Jones booth, and he's literally standing up by the photo op, like dancing. And I'm like, what the fuck? He's like waving and dancing. I was like, what the fuck is God? They were dead.
What? And is it the secret medicine that he took? Just Midol?
Oh yeah, they took him. He went to go leave. Yes. And then a nurse in Germany gave him a magic German pill that
it turned out to be Midol.
It was a menstruation pill, and then it fixed him.
That's like
menopause.
It was like
menopause. Yeah.
No, it was to deal with like just pain, but for like extreme cramps or whatever, and I think it helped him.
Mike and Jan, okay, me, Mike, Jan, let's just do a show where we just travel the world, and Jan just have the camera on all the time.
Sure, yeah.
Just it's like the Fargo thing we did last year, but let's just do it all the time and bring Minotti.
There was a lot of really good bits from that trip. Was it last week we were talking about how Bailey and I fooled you into thinking that the pipes in the air were just carrying beer?
Yeah. Wow, great. They really like beer here. Jeez.
One of my favorite parts is Mike still not understanding how mildly offensive telling a woman she looks like a Coke bottle.
A coworker woman.
And then doubling
like
down
bottle.
on it.
Yeah.
Good. He's attracted to Coke bottles. You gotta understand. So
see, that's just like, oh man, it's like. It's not stupid, right? Like it's not it's
he's
like,
not stupid. No,
I know. No,
he just doesn't care that like to think about it from your perspective because he's so confident in his own.
Right.
Yeah.
Like my face just gets hot. I just get like hot. I get all hot in the face when this happens.
Jan, where are we going first with the Me and Minotti Road show?
I feel like we got to go to Canada or something.
Oh, I think we do fine in Canada.
Just go to Windsor. Yeah.
I like Canada.
I can't wait till the beach episode though.
Oh, the beach one will be good. It's like Larry David on the beach. What do we do? We just look at it? What do we do? We sit?
It's boring. I get it.
I feel like we need like a woman on the show though.
That would probably be so. Yeah.
We could just always have like a local woman that like is your guide.
a local woman.
One of the local women.
Sure.
You know.
Well, you know, I always see ads that say local women in your area. So.
Right.
Oh, that's
so
true.
we know they're there.
Okay. You put me and Mike Minotti on an airplane. Neither of us know where we're going. We meet at the airport, and we have to find a woman to accompany us for the whole trip.
Go tell her she'll take a Coke bottle. That's not gonna help. I think it will help.
It's so bad.
It'd be a good show. And I'm married, so maybe there'd be romance happening. That'd be the thing.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh,
Right,
yeah,
could be.
subplot is Mike can do it. Just give the camera to Mike. I don't know.
Yeah, some POV content. Yeah.
All right, local.
Trying not to laugh because I'm coughing.
Chat's calling Hizo on this.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay, hold
Dan.
on. One more. Mike is writing in chat. Is the top-heavy Dr. Pepper bottle less offensive?
Oh, shut up, Mike.
Maybe we just don't do any of the Coke bottle stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we walk that one back.
Yeah.
Bud.
Bottle of syrup, maybe. Yeah.
Ay. Cool.
Right,
Well, the impossible pivot, Dan Reichert.
Oh, how about Mike Minotti? Wait, did we?
Oh, sure.
Wait, which one did we do? Which
just
dad
finish
one
it.
did
We
we
did
do?
Mike Minotti.
Do the Return of the Jedi of the Mike Minotti ones.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hey, GBDT. Last week, people were wondering if Minotti's dad was hot or not. And all I got to say is lions don't give birth to gazelles, and pineapples don't fall far from the tree. All you got to do is take one look at Mike and know that Dr. Daddy is Dr. Zaddy. Bye.
Why did he do that in the cadence of the Steiner Math promo? All you gotta do is look at this, and you know.
I do think I have a good mental image of his dad.
I've seen the man.
Yeah, I haven't. I want to keep it that way.
Okay.
I think
I could send you a website.
Man, I'm good.
He's got it bookmarked.
I don't want it to ruin the theater of my mind.
I didn't know if it was him or a different Dr. Minotti, and I went to the website and was like, that's Mike's dad.
Yeah, like I'm assuming I could pick him out of a lineup easily.
Oh, he was wearing a Mickey Mouse hat.
Have you seen AJ Minotti? You're pretty close already if that's the case. Yeah.
Yes, I believe I have.
I'm looking at him right now. He has
see
good
him.
ratings. It sounds like he's a good doctor.
Wow,
he has a lot of reviews here. These are great. He's very thorough and performed a comprehensive exam.
Those are
5 stars.
Those are astroturfed. We know
These
that.
are recent. He's great. Cordial and efficient.
Loves
Review
Disney.
by Mitch Tolkoto.
It says like review by M the Mouse.
It does mention Disney on this page.
Of course it does. Come on. He's got to have Disney junk in the office, right?
At least something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like I go to a guy who claims he's like the New York Jets dentist or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, I got all these footballs and shit on the walls and stuff. Isn't it obvious? Isn't it clear?"
So is he claiming that he's like the team dentist, or that just a lot of the players happen to come to him?
Funny you should ask. I don't know. Okay. I think he's trying to conflate it. I think he could very well be the official, but like is like a dentist that in demand for a hockey team? Sure, maybe, right? But like
I mean, football
sure.
teams have so much money, they probably just
Yeah.
have that because you don't want a tooth problem to become a bigger problem, so you probably force all your players to
Right.
go to checkups and stuff.
So I'm assuming like he definitely has stuff that like implies it but doesn't say it. I don't know. Who cares? Who cares? All right. Whose turn is it? It's Jeff Grubb's turn.
Yeah, let's go with Pocket.
Bacalar.
Yes.
I want you to take your pocket. Take your hand and put it in your pocket. What direction is your palm facing? Now, hold your phone in your hand. What is your palm touching? The back of the phone or the screen? Because if it's touching the screen, that doesn't make any sense how you're using your phone.
Caller, I fucking explained this, caller. Like, I'm well aware of the point. If you're catching up, boys who were not here last week.
Yeah.
Someone asked, which direction do you put your screen facing in your pocket? I know most people do it with the screen facing your body, right?
No, I do out.
Hey, you got Dan Reichert on your side, Jeff Bacalar. I'm sure that's got to make you feel like more reassured, right?
That is the most, of course.
I've never once had it. Yeah.
All right.
There you go, Bacalar. What are you so worried? Why are you so defensive? Because
Well,
Dan Reichert's on your side.
I had to be defensive last week because I was almost burned at the stake. Okay. I know that common thought, right, is like, oh, put the screen facing your thigh. I stopped doing that because I started getting a lot of like phantom touches and it became an issue, right? So that's why I stopped doing it. And everyone like,
stop having wet thighs.
Oh, then we did get into a very specifically wet thigh conversation, right, Jen? Keep me honest here.
So.
Right?
Most episodes of the show do have the wet thigh conversation, so that's just classic.
And then everyone's like, well, what happens? What's your plan for when you inevitably run into that really sharp corner with your leg? And it's like, okay, yeah, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. And that's how I do it. I do the screen out because I don't want a phantom touch. I understand the vast majority of people do screen in. Okay. And then caller was like, oh, let me water it down for you in a way that even you can understand, Bacalar. Here's why you should be doing. Okay, I get it. I understand. Dan, that makes sense that you and I
Why
are
do
the
you do
only
it,
ones.
Dan?
It
Yeah,
just
why do you
feels
do-
like that's the way it should go.
Okay, well okay. Now I'll take the side of everyone else and say that is wrong. I think the natural way is screen facing in.
So like, Dan, you're like slapping your phone into your palm and then putting it in your pocket.
Like, okay, so right now I just put it facing the body, which I've never done before, and now I'm like, I feel like
See, that's
if I
okay.
picked it out, I feel like I'd have to do like some crazy thing to like what?
What?
What
Whereas
are
like
you
if I do it,
talking
if
about?
it's
How did it
down,
get
if it's
behind
screened
you?
out, if it's
How did it get
screened out, I
behind
can
you?
just go like this.
Wait, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Okay, screen out. You can just go, hey, what's up, and look at that.
Why do you
if I
hold the
go-
phone like that?
What are you
No,
talking about?
I'm not talking. I'm checking my phone. I'm definitely doing stuff with my phone a lot more than I'm talking to someone.
This
on
is
it.
this is the craziest thing. This is the craziest thing
Are you
because
like
here I
grabbing it from
am.
the base like this?
Okay, it's in my pocket, normal style,
Normal.
with the screen
you-
out. And it's
yeah.
like, oh, I need to check what time it is. Oh, look at that. Okay, now I'm going to go
He
in.
still did a maneuver. He still
No,
did
now I'm
some.
going to go in, and now I'm going to be like, okay, I'm going to, I swear to God, I'm just going to try this normal. I need to see what time it is.
He flipped it. He flipped it. He flipped it. Here's the thing, too, guys. I know, Jeff, your face says it all. You're completely justified in looking the way you look right now.
Thank you. I needed
He's
that.
so used to putting his screen on the outside that is how he just looks at it.
Yeah.
He can't help it. It's just part of his routine.
It feels as unnatural as like pulling it out of my right pocket with my left hand.
Yeah, it's not. He can't help it because that's just what he's been conditioned to do. He's not looking at it
Dan-
for like the ergonomics of it.
Dan,
Does that
can
make sense?
Not now, because I don't want to like stop the show or anything. But can you have like Bonk film you with like a full body like profile?
Here,
like,
I can back up. I got a long cord.
You're
here. Hang
not
on.
gonna
Okay.
get.
Hey,
You're not
wait,
gonna
wait,
get the.
Screen, we're doing weird style. Screen in.
You're not gonna get the answers you
yeah,
want
that's
here,
what we call
Jeff.
it, weird style.
You're not gonna get it.
I
You're
just
not
need to
gonna.
see how his hand.
Oh,
What are you?
why
What are you
You
doing?
have to like flip it.
Why
You have to
are
like do a weird flip.
That's
It's
like a
not right.
switchblade.
It's
That's like
not
a
right.
switchblade,
It's not
dude.
right.
Reach in.
It ain't
grab
right.
it.
No, it doesn't
look
work
at
that
it.
way.
He's
It doesn't
like-
work that way. Ask
he's
Tim
like,
Apple.
"Oh."
I'm sure he's on me and Backler's side.
No, again, you and I are
Backler's not
some.
on your side.
Yeah, we
What?
are the same.
I lost
I'm
him?
not. No, you lost
A
me the
long
second
time
you were
ago.
like, "This is the reason why I do it." That's why I don't agree with you
What?
because
Okay, here's me doing
I-
normal style. Screen out. Hey,
Okay.
oh, I'm getting a text.
he still did
You're
some
still doing a
fuckery
weird
there.
flip.
You still did something weird,
It's
man.
like less flipping. Okay, here's weird style.
Man, you're never
Oh.
gonna lose the
I got
Who's
a
Weirder
text.
poll ever again.
It's just look at him, look at him. Stop it, dude.
No, that's
He's-
not. That does not
he's-
work.
You're Rubik's
Doesn't
cubing
fucking
your
work.
phone.
It doesn't
That
fucking
is-
work.
That is
I want to go home.
so insane.
You're
Jerry,
adding,
already
look,
home.
you are
Oh,
all
no.
unnecessarily adding steps to looking at your phone.
Oh my
honey.
god, that's so insane. You are so insane.
Wait,
Yeah,
which
I
pocket
flipped
are
it.
you putting
yeah,
in?
Everyone's saying, "Oh, you flipped it. You flipped." Yeah, I did flip it because it came out all weird and it was upside down. Because I did it stupid style.
Oh. Okay, let's just stay on this. Show us you putting it in your pocket.
Okay. Green.
Yes. But why are you doing all that? What are you doing?
It's so
Because
weird.
I want it to be right side up when I take it out.
Guys, okay, but just for audio listeners, he just basically did like a switchblade maneuver to get it
Okay.
the
All right.
wrong way
I'm
to
going
put it in
from
his
looking
pocket.
at it. I'm looking at it. And now.
Wait,
Why are
does
you
it-
still flipping
Why
it
are
up?
you doing? Why does it
So
have
it
to be
comes
that?
out right side up.
I don't. Oh my god, this is insane. This is
Oh,
absolutely.
wait, are you putting it
insane.
in upside down?
Yeah, why does that matter?
Because you want it right side up when you look at it.
But you
Oh.
don't
So the
want
text is readable.
you don't want the port to be in the lint part of your pocket. You want the port up.
The length
I'm-
part of my pocket.
I don't.
Yeah,
you know
there's
what?
the
This,
port lint at the bottom. Yeah.
I think this is an ergonomics thing too. This is like a weird. Yeah, you're all over the place here, bud.
It is so easy my way. Watch. I'm going to slow mo. Ready for slow mo? This is normal style.
Yeah. Show us. That's Dan style, everybody. All right, he's reaching. His
He's
pocket.
reaching in, super slow. The screen's
His
on.
screen is like.
Did that look hard or weird?
It's,
God,
let's
this is impossible to describe.
let's just chalk this up to like, hey, people hold pens differently.
Yeah,
like
hang on, I'm gonna slow. Let me try
it
slow-mo.
takes all like
I'm gonna
that's
slow-mo
what it
weird
is.
style.
No,
So
we
can
get it,
figure out-
Dan.
This is
No,
why
it's
we have
okay.
the saying it takes all kinds,
Yeah.
because otherwise I would die here.
Look
like-
at this. Seriously, slow-mo. This is
Yeah, we get it. He takes it out. The
it's
screen.
upside down, and then I have to flip it.
Yeah, which you
Don't
shouldn't need to do that, but it's fine. It's okay.
Just
It's
don't
okay.
put it in your pocket. Like, right,
Yeah.
just put it upside
Yeah.
down in your
Yeah,
pocket.
Putting it upside down in the pocket.
Yeah,
Yes,
we need
'cause-
to see you put it in
yeah,
your
I
I
pocket.
feel like
Watch me
that's
do it.
exposing the port too much.
Watch me do it.
Oh, so he said it.
I don't like the idea of it being upside down. I want it always right side up.
Yeah, okay, so we
That's
found
it.
the problem.
That's it. That's it.
We
It's
found
ergonomics.
the problem.
Yeah.
That you have some weird hang up about it being upside down in your pocket
I
for
generally
some
don't
reason.
like things in my life to be upside down. I think that's a good
Pay
milk
attention to our
gallon.
country,
Oh,
Dan.
yeah.
Everything's upside down.
Oh yeah, you go to Grump's house and open up the fridge, and all the milk containers are upside down, and all the
That way
sodas
the
and
milk comes out faster.
It is weird how you buried the real answer here.
Well, I have never thought about it because it's the natural way to do it is my way.
Look, there's no wrong way to do it. It's just funny that the way you were doing it was just so
By the way,
insane to
chat,
us.
many people in chat are agreeing with you, and I'm not joking.
Many people
I mean,
are
he's not
agreeing.
wrong.
They
No,
are
it's- I am doing it right. I swear to
Okay,
God.
There's
I'll just
no
run a poll,
right-
because this is what I
Look,
enjoy.
Technically, there's no right and no wrong, but there certainly is like weird.
There's weird and
why,
normal, and I'm the
There's
normal one.
weird, and why are you doing it that way? Look, I'm the first to admit that my screen out approach is also against the grain, but I do it because of phantom touches, and I'm sure like maybe it's better now and I don't have to do it, but that's why I do it. You just didn't have an answer until it was your upside down phobia, which I'm sure is like a cool word.
Okay, Dan, you got a respectable like 15 people agreeing. 17.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but there's also like trolls and
But
stuff.
there are 101 who do not agree with you. 102 keeps going up.
Yeah, those are bad odds. That's a bad breakdown for you, Dan. That's a real bad breakdown.
Also, I spelled no wrong, so maybe some people just didn't want to click on that one. So
I think Mitch agrees with me.
It's 20.
No,
it's like-
I don't think he does.
No,
Mitch
it's
is
like
so
10%,
happy
dude.
that
He
you've
agrees.
taken this stand because he knows he's going to be winning the Who's Weirder or
Yeah.
like not losing the Who's Weirder polls for some time now. So
Look,
Everyone's
I
got
swear to
their
God,
agenda, man.
You know what? How many times you take your phone out of your pocket, and every time you guys have to do a weird little flippy thing, you are losing years
I
of your
don't.
lives.
no, oh Dan,
I'm getting right to it. I respond to text quicker than all you because of the way I do things.
fastest phone in the West.
That's right. Blink and you'll miss it.
Oh motherfucker.
Okay.
Mitch says, I have never agreed with you more in the chat.
Just not reading words.
Hate to see it.
Yeah. What do we? Hey, 150, huh?
Yeah.
I'm sweaty.
I'm sweaty.
I'm efficient.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, as you could just. Oh my God, I was abundantly clear by the contortion that you had to put your hands
was when I was
through.
doing a weird style.
Mike, you just want to call me so you can yell at him. That way you don't have to make the editing worse. He's yelling in chat for us to correct the record.
No. Again, you guys, it's like the come on, it's the worst of two evils.
Can I see what my dad does?
No,
Yes. No, I
You
want to
text him.
Wait,
No.
if he does it,
just
what if
text him.
he's
I don't.
normal and Dan's the weird one out here.
He's probably asleep, but let me see. Okay, hang on a
It's
second.
3:30.
Yeah.
Wait, how are we gonna know though?
Let's see. I'm gonna call him.
Oh man, what's gonna happen? I don't think. Well, he has a flip phone, right? So what's the difference?
No, he has a fold phone.
Does he really?
Wait.
Hey, Father, you're live on the voicemail dump truck. Hello.
Hi.
We had an important question for you. Everyone thinks I'm
Mike, you're gonna have
weird,
to wait your turn.
and I want to see if I learned this from you, or if this is a genetic thing, or if we're the normal ones. Your cell phone, Dad, when it's in your pocket, which way is the screen facing?
Well, I've got a flip phone.
Right. Shit. Okay.
I can tell you when I didn't have one.
Yeah, please.
It was faced like towards my ass.
Like
In
in
his
towards
back
your
pocket?
skin? Wait, is it in your back pocket?
Yeah, I always use the back pocket.
For your phone?
Well, yeah, always.
You never broke one by sitting on it?
Well, I've noticed that you have it in your front pocket. I always thought that was weird.
Oh. Okay. Dad, I'm going to have to send you the YouTube link to this because I think everyone thinks we're weird. Actually, Chad, can we run a poll on if my way's weirder or my dad's way's weirder?
This family's
You're
cursed.
still going to be weirder, Dan.
All right,
Sorry,
Dad,
bud.
well, I'm actually more confused than when I called you, so I'll get back to you after the show.
All right, Mike.
Talking to you?
Yeah, talk to you soon.
All right, Mike Minotti, you're live on the voicemail dump truck.
Yeah, I'm reeling from Paul's comments. I'm just very upset. You don't have to flip it when you put it in the right way, which is the port, upside down as you call it. Then you don't have to flip it. That's the only issue here. You don't have to flip it. You don't have to flip it. Fine.
Thank you. He mostly was going to say he disagrees.
Dan, whenever you get to bed tonight after trying to rework your phone pocket insertion method.
Oh, by the way, I couldn't really hear you guys when my dad said it's facing my ass. And were we all kind of like, wait, what?
Yeah, of course. Because what the hell does that mean?
I'm surprised because, like, keeping your phone in your back pocket to me is like a cool girl thing to do.
My
Like
dad
that's
is the ultimate cool girl. Yeah.
And he's the only he's wearing those ladies' leggings, so or ladies' sweatpants.
That's right.
Yep.
Oh, that like the fact that it was true. In fact, he does have a flip phone. The
Yeah.
whole pointed towards his ass, and
Yeah.
then just like the butt. Oh God, man.
Always the back pocket.
That's
I used to also do the back pocket.
I put it in my back pocket sometimes, but not
Yeah.
always.
Yeah,
Sometimes I sit on my
sometimes.
butt.
I didn't
Yeah.
even know mine fits. I don't have back pockets right now, but yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay. Well, it's a good podcast. It's a good podcast. It's a good one. It's a good one, guys.
Happy 150.
Yeah, happy 150, boys.
Happy 150.
Celebrate them. Celebrate the podcast. Celebrate yourself.
We should
this-
rename this podcast Dan and a bunch of weirdos.
Right. Totally.
That's his whole website.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth, baby? We're gonna get out of
social
here.
post will be from this episode.
No, there's no way to know. There's no way
It'll
to
be
know.
when Bacalar bought a Tesla. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't buy it. I did not
Easily
buy it.
editable to make it seem like he's a big fan.
Not only did I not buy it, I'm not paying for the rental either. Okay. No money is changing hands. 707 exit flu. I mean, you've got your work cut out for you, callers. Okay. Plenty for you to talk about. Leave us a voicemail. Thank you to Dan, to Grub, to Jen, to Paul, and to Mike,
And Shaquille O'Neal.
and the original Radio Shack. We'll be back with a brand new episode next week. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Really appreciate it. We'll see you next time.